Hey guys, it's Chris from Winter Auto Repair, Robbinsville, New Jersey. Coming at you again with another interesting project that came in. Customer brought us a car that had just been done by another repair shop. They did brakes, they did brake lines, they did fuel lines, a bunch of work to it. And it's got a check engine light, it's got some issues, so they asked us to take a look at it because the shop that did the work was not confident that they were able to fix the check engine light. It's not the type of work they do, but they were able to do the brakes and the brake lines. We've also had conversations on YouTube about New Jersey state inspection and how we don't have state inspection anymore. A lot of you guys have commented that don't ask for state inspection, it's a pain in the neck, you don't want the state involved. And while I agree with it, I don't like the state being involved in a lot of my life. Unfortunately, mechanics in this area just don't seem to be adequate, and people in general don't seem to care so much about their safety as much as I would like them to. So this car being the perfect example I'm about to show you now. Also, you guys have said, oh, mechanics just want state inspection because then you guys can charge us for work and you find things that don't really matter. And well, in New Jersey, state inspection's free. You go to the state, it's not done by a mechanic, it's actually done by the state itself. But right now they'll only check your check engine light. That's it. They only care that you're polluting. They don't care that your brakes are grinding. They don't care that the ball joints are falling out. They don't care that your car is completely unsafe and unroadworthy. Then people go to a mechanic and the mechanic finds something wrong and they say, well, you know, it passed state inspection, so it can't really be wrong. You got to be lying. Since you're a mechanic, you're trying to rip me off. So the car that I'm working on, I'm not going to tell you what it is, and I'm not going to tell you the shop that did it. They send us work all the time, so I'm not looking to out them. But it is a national chain store that people go to because, you know, they feel like they're getting a national warranty, or for whatever reason the name is there, they got the marketing. Then they bring it to us for us to fix it when they don't do it right. So I'm going to swing the camera around. I want you to see some of the work that was done on this particular car. But if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like us on Facebook, follow us for more information. I'm going to try and increase the amount of social media we do. You guys seem to really like our videos. I'm going to try and do some informational and some like this of things to look out for. But anyway, thanks guys. Take a look at what we got going on here. Going to swing it around. Alright, so you can see that they did brand new caliper. They did some new rotors. They did some new brake hoses. All this looks absolutely fine. Unfortunately, the car's got a little bit of an oil leak, which has been an ongoing issue, it appears. You can see the AC compressor, that kind of thing. It's all covered in oil. That is what it is. Again, new brake caliper, new brake hose, new brake rotor, all that seems to be pretty good. Now we're going to come to the brake lines. So they put fuel lines in, they're copper. They put them in the factory holders, that's fine. The brake line here, you can see where it's literally rubbing on the floor. So eventually that is going to rub through, and that's going to be a problem here, the way they did that. Then we're going to come down here where they zip tied them together, where the lines are actually rubbing together. You can't have that. We're going to come down a little more. I'm going to follow this side over here first. I'm not really sure what's going on with this angle bend that's coming out, and it's literally hanging down off of the floor. You can see how far down it is. I mean, I can put probably 5 inches off the floor of the car, dangling. Then it comes over here. They zip tied it to the emergency brake cable. Goes up over, zip tied here. Comes around the exhaust, bends, and goes up into here. They put the hoses for the brake calipers on upside down, so they're pulled absolutely tight. See if I can show you here. There's literally no play in it. So with the car up in the air, those brake hoses are being pulled to the point where they're almost going to break. Now I'm going to come back up the car, and I'm going to show you right here where it V's. So you can see this brake line here, this one here, where it comes to the right. This is for the passenger rear. They went straight across the bottom of the car. They went through the zip tie that has a sharp rusted edge on the floor. Then they went over the exhaust. It's literally on the exhaust system. The exhaust is holding that brake line up. Comes under the aluminum guard, rubbing into it, and then it is zip tied to the lower control arm. Now this lower control arm, as rusted as it is, still moves. So as the car drives down the highway, this whole suspension is going up and down, but they've secured the brake line literally to the suspension. So as the car is going down the highway, it's going up and down. This brake line is moving, going up and down with that zip tie, which is causing a leak, because now that brake line is not securely fastened. So you can see where it's dripping brake fluid, which it should not be doing. You can see how lovely and rusted it is. And then again, we've got our extra tight brake hose, where it's pulled incredibly tight because they put the left hose on the right and the right hose on the left at some point. So again, we don't have state inspection, which is great, until this car is behind your family driving down the highway and this brake line ruptures, and then they lose their brakes, and then they crash into your family and they hurt one of you, or they hurt themselves, or they hurt other people, or somebody's walking their dog across the road, they can't stop. There's a lot of reasons why this is dangerous, guys. Please be careful who you're taking your car to. Don't just take it anywhere. Don't just take it because they have a big marketing budget. Don't just take it to someone because someone told them to, because they got an ad on television, or whatever it is that you're looking at. Make sure you're taking it to somebody that you trust. Interview them like you would interview a doctor. Your life depends on it. I mean, this person here had no idea how bad this was done. And now, luckily they brought it to us so we can fix the problem before it becomes a bigger issue. But God forbid, if they hadn't, and they had taken it out on the highway and one of these brake lines came and rubbed through on the exhaust, boiled the brake fluid, that pedal goes to the brake, that pedal goes to the floor when you go to hit the brakes. That's it, game over. So, guys, we just want to keep you safe. We're not looking to rip anyone off. We need to make a living, but we're not looking to rip anyone off. I would never do work like this. I would never let my guys let this leave the shop like this. We're going to call the customer and we're going to show them what's going on so they have an idea and they can decide whether they want to go back to the original shop that did it or have us fix it. But anyway, again, it's Chris from Winter Auto Repair, Robbinsville, New Jersey. I appreciate your guys' support. Like us on Facebook, follow us on social media, all of our platforms. We're on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Thanks, guys.